The opinions expressed in this show are the views of the host and not necessarily that of WTRW, 94.3 The Talker, or the Bold Gold Media Group.
The following presentation is paid for by Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, who is solely responsible for its content. Portions transcribed.
All Century 21 real estate offices are independently owned and operated.
Good morning and welcome to the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, and with my co-host, fellow realtor Pat Devaney.
Good morning, Jackie. How are you?
Also my husband. Did I say that?
Yeah.
My co-host, realtor, and husband.
Yes.
Drone operator, sign installer. You also remove our signs.
Uh-huh.
It's quite the task.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Keeps me off the streets.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good, thank you. We have with us for the second week in a row Brian Berger, owner of Berger's Furniture and Mattress, co-owner or partner of Berger's Moving Company, and also Berger's Big Belly Deli.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being here with us again.
Thanks for letting me.
We're here every Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m., where we review many real estate topics. We have a full-time real estate office with many relentless realtors who've been guiding, assisting, and advising clients in real estate matters for over 50 years.
During the week, feel free to email us with any questions you have at questions@jruddy.com. That's questions@jruddy.com, or give us a call at 570-344-6724. And when you go to jruddy.com, click on the webcam tab. See what's going on at Dunmore Corners. You never know what you're going to see.
Our remarkable realtors deliver extraordinary every day, and the proof is in the Quality Service Pinnacle Award that we received from Century 21. That's because we have 2 years continuous 95% and above ratings and satisfaction, recommendation, and service. So we do what we say we do, right? We take care of people.
Yes.
All right. We are also on social media. Look us up. Also, check out jruddy.com, JRUDDY.com for all our archive radio shows. We also have all the popular podcast apps that we feature the radio show on. Okay, Brian Berger, you are a partner in Berger's Moving. We're going to talk about your moving company this week. You are a partner with Sandy.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Sandy. Sandy's not with us in the studio, but she did schedule this and made this happen for us. So I appreciate all of Sandy's efforts. Let's talk about moving. And, I think about moving companies, and there's not many around these days. I mean, 30 years ago, even 20 years ago, there were a lot to choose from.
There were a lot to choose from, but there's some out there that you should stay away from, obviously. But there's a lot of good moving companies out there.
Last week we talked about furniture. You have the Berger's Furniture and Mattress Company,
mm-hmm.
and you have been doing furniture for 34 years.
34 years.
Wow. How about moving?
Moving, we just started in October of 19. We have the furniture store, so it was kind of a no-brainer to be able to use the truck for moving as well as doing the furniture.
So how does the moving company do?
We do all right. It's a little slower now. People aren't moving as much right this second, but we stay busy with it all year.
Do you find that most people do it themselves, moving?
Until they get started.
In their minds, they do.
Right,
I'm going to get a pickup. I'm going to borrow my brother's pickup truck, and I'm going to move everything.
Rent a U-Haul, right?
And then they get going, and they're like, maybe I shouldn't have done this.
This is too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
how do you get this out of the stairs? Oh, you can't figure it out.
A lot of people don't know how to get a sofa through a doorway, too. So, I mean.
A lot of probably chunks out of walls.
Out of walls, furniture. That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Yes, I have that experience.
Yep.
A nice gouge in a beautiful hardwood floors, trying to jam something through.
Yep. In 5 years, we've not yet had it. We've yet to have a damage. So.
Oh, knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
My guys are good. My guys are good.
So, I moved twice in my life. Each time movers moved me. I would not attempt to do it on my own, but that's just me. I feel that professional movers significantly reduce my stress. I mean, it's stressful enough packing it up and, getting where you need to go and cleaning the place you're moving from and cleaning the place you're moving into. So for me, and they do it in record time.
Well, that's the other thing. I mean, you on your own, you might do it in 1, 2, 3 days. Who knows? When you get a professional company like us, we're in there, 8 o'clock, and we'd have you done by 1.
Right.
A lot of times, depending on obviously how much product you have. But
how do you charge? By
the hour.
Okay, by the hour.
And per guy. So it's $125 for 2 hours, or for 2 guys. We have a minimum of 2 hours. And then as you increase the guys, it increase the total. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times, a third guy actually makes it go quicker and may even make it cheaper.
Yeah, right. Sure, because you're doing it in less time.
Do you just do local, or do you?
Yeah, we try and stay local. We're just a small company, and then obviously we have the furniture store. But we recommend another furniture company if it's out of state or a couple hour drive or something like that.
My friends just moved up here from Brooklyn, and they had been in that house for 30 years, and they had 30 years worth of
stuff.
That's the word. But they had yard sales. They had yard sales. They had yard sales, dumpsters.
Could probably still.
Yeah, they could probably still. And then they had, oh my God. They had a safe in the basement that was as big as a Volkswagen. Mm-hmm. The mover says, sorry, we can't do anything with that.
Yeah, no.
He said, no. He says,
you were part of the crew that got it down.
Yeah, but that was 30 years ago. Getting it in the basement's not as hard because it was kind of like
Safes are difficult, especially gun safes.
That's what it was. It was a big giant safe.
Yeah, yep.
It was like a missile going down the stairs. We're lucky. I look at the things we did when we were kids.
Well, gravity is a great thing when you're moving furniture.
I hate to be the person on the down at the bottom.
Yep. Oh man, I think there was alcohol involved in that.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah,
that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How
anyway,
many guys were that?
It was me and Bobby, and I think it was. I don't know. It was a long time ago. There might have been somebody else too, but anyway, you guys want if you get like an 800-pound safe, what do you do with something like that?
We get more people.
Okay.
I mean, it depends. I mean, you got to pick your battles. You know what you can and can't do, obviously. But, if we have extra guys, I even go out and help the guys get done. It's like those pianos, those upright pianos they're the worst. I mean, just getting them and to balance them and bringing them downstairs, you got to do it very cautiously.
Carefully,
yes,
right? That's
it. Yes. You certainly don't want to break the piano, and you certainly don't want to do any damage to the house, so...
Right. Now, how often do you find the piano is on the second or third floor?
Every time. Every time. Or in the basement.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
pool tables?
Every single time.
Oh, pool tables.
A lot of people leave them.
Pool tables, you usually assemble them in the basement.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They come in a kit, and then you put it in the basement. There's no way to get it out.
No. Not full like that, no.
Oh.
But pool tables, even the tops come apart a lot of times. 2 big slabs.
Do you have specialized equipment to move these things?
No, I mean, just hand trucks and dollies and, obviously blankets to protect everything. There's not a lot into doing the move. It's actually the experience of knowing how to move it.
Now, what if I didn't want to pack my items up? Do you have a packing service?
We used to do that, but it was just too time consuming. Normally when people, like we're doing smaller moves, people generally pack up themselves. No, there is a time or two when we get there and nothing's packed. So they're helping people throw stuff in boxes and, they're just not ready. But in general, we don't do that. And it keeps the time down and the cost down for the customer.
Right. So do you have any tips for people that are about to move?
Yeah. Pack cautiously. Dishes, all that stuff, clothing, tag everything so you know what it is.
Right on the box so I don't get the box. I have 50 boxes and I go, what is this box?
And you don't know what it is, right?
Label them, what rooms that they should go into?
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And regular boxes, regular packing tape?
Yeah. I mean, there's no special products, but the strong, durable box, obviously, and strong, packing tape, yeah.
Okay. And get rid of things? Yard sale.
Yeah.
We had yard sale, dumpster.
Don't move it.
Don't move it just so you can throw it away at the next place.
Right. Okay.
Plus, it takes less time.
Anything that you're not using, obviously, get rid of that, pack
Right,
it up,
right.
and out of the way, right? Okay.
So if there's a tool I haven't used in 5 years, like that big press in the corner,
Well, you could always find a purpose to use it.
if I haven't used it in 5 years, it's got to go.
Yep. That's like my clothes closet.
Right.
Every time I go to purge, I'm like, oh, I think I could wear that shirt.
I do the same thing, Brian. So how soon should someone call you? If they know that they're moving in 2 months, when should they call you?
Well, they should call as soon as they do know, especially if they have a date, because we could be tied up with other moves that day. So I mean,
you can't move me tomorrow.
No,
Okay.
no, there's no moving tomorrow. Which we get those calls all the time.
I'm sure you do. And how about for estimates? Do you have any advice on that?
Yeah, just so for estimates, we need to know what kind of product you have, whether it's one sofa or three, or how many TVs, how many bedrooms, how many beds, dressers. That way we're able to calculate a pretty close estimate of what it should be to get the job done.
Do you do this over the phone or on site?
We do that on the phone, and we do on site as well, depending on the job.
Mm-hmm. And so, are you ever given any surprises?
I was just going to say that.
Well, only 99% of the time. Yeah, people tend to think sometimes if they don't tell us everything they have that it might be cheaper, although they get a cheaper quote. When we get there and it takes an extra 2 hours, they're getting charged the extra 2 hours, obviously.
How often do they forget to tell you about that piano on the third floor?
More often than I'd like, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Well, when we moved, I felt like, and I didn't say it obviously, but I think I cracked a joke. I wanted the movers to slow down. I couldn't keep up with them.
Yeah, they were fast. They were in and out like it was like a blur.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you're good, I mean, you tend to get things done.
Yeah.
Just get it done.
Worth every penny.
Oh yeah. Now, do you put together say a bed?
Yeah. So a lot of times a customer will ask us not to put together the bed, but in general, we automatically do that. So we'll a lot of times tear them down and put them back in. But it's more about time and costs. So if the customer can take apart the bed and put it back together, they're paying a lot less money because obviously it's time.
Okay. All right. Sure. Do you have any suggestions in terms of an inventory checklist? Is it that important?
It is, as far as the quote goes, and obviously to know what you have in your house. But as far as a checklist, us knowing what we're dealing with is important to us, and it helps us make sure that we have the right amount of guys or trucks, for that matter.
Are there some things that you won't move?
There's a couple things like an 800-pound safe.
800-pound safe in the basement?
Grand pianos.
Grand pianos, yeah.
Yeah.
Are there special movers for grand pianos?
Yeah, there are special guys that can do that. Mm-hmm. Special, they know how to take it apart and
well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I know that there's problems with if somebody wants to move guns, but is that across state lines? Is that really more dealing with that?
That I'm not familiar with.
Because you guys don't go across state lines. You're local.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know if they need a permit for that.
Right. I guess if I was moving to New York from here, I'd bring in my 1 or 2 guns that I have. I think it would be a problem.
Right.
Into New York City, that's for sure.
What about front load washing machines? Can you move those?
Oh yeah, we move washing appliances, refrigerators that have the dual ice and water. We know how to take them apart, put them back together. You have to take them apart to get them out of the house.
All right, and batteries, all of that. You'll move batteries, like things that have big batteries in them.
Big gas barbecues, old things like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, barbecues, the whole 9 yards, adjustable beds, hutches, buffets, dressers. I mean, you name it.
I think we had a
exercise equipment.
Okay. Good.
Patio furniture.
All right.
Are we moving, Jackie? Is there? Because I know you want to go to the furniture store every time we talk about somebody. I hope we're not moving now.
I don't know if I'm going to let her come with you.
Yeah, right.
I think just by herself.
He holds me back.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't do long distance moves, like in terms of out of state.
Correct.
But you're located in the Mid Valley on Main Street in Dixon City, right?
Yep.
How far from there will you go?
Well, we judge it. I mean, we have gone to Allentown. It depends on how long it's going to take. We can't do 2-day moves or overnight. But we have done Allentown. We'll get into Wilkes-Barre and Pittston and Factoryville, that kind of thing.
All right. So pretty much the Northeast up here is pretty much where you. Any storage solutions, storage options for people that are downsizing? Do you have anything like that?
We do have some storage available that we are utilizing now. Otherwise, there's storage units all over the place. I don't know.
Yeah, but you can move their stuff into the storage unit.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Right?
A lot of times we move storage to storage.
Storage to that's good.
Yeah, it's easier.
That's good. If I'm not using it from this storage place, maybe I'll use it out of that storage place.
Exactly. So we a lot of times move into a storage spot from a house, or we'll pick up from a storage spot and move into a house. Brian
Berger, co-owner of Berger's Moving Company, partners with Sandy. How does someone get in touch with you, please?
570-489-5168. And we are on Facebook at Berger's Moving, and we also have burgersmoving.com.
Fabulous. Pat?
We have a stunning home with 5 bedrooms and 3.5 baths at 113 Upland Terrace in Waverly for $620,000. This home has amazing upgrades. It's got mahogany cabinets in the kitchen, porcelain tile floors, a breakfast nook, and granite countertops. It has a beautiful living room with the stone fireplace. The basement is fully finished with a bedroom, a full bath, an additional living area, and a fireplace. The master bedroom has an in-suite bathroom. It has a first-floor laundry, skylights in the bathroom, walk-in closets, and more. It also has a large deck, a hot tub, and an outdoor fireplace. And, of course, it has hardwood flooring, central air, and an attached garage. That's an amazing 5-bedroom, 3.5-bath home at 113 Upland Terrace in Waverly for $620,000. And that's listed by John Sharota of our office.
And Phoebe Keating.
And Phoebe also, okay.
They co-listed that.
That's a stunner.
John Ruddy Appraisal Services has been appraising homes for 50 years, and they are our sponsor this week. Our appraisal services for those looking to uncover the appraised value of their property. Divorce, estate, inheritance, mortgage, refinance, you name it, we do it. Look no further than John Ruddy Appraisal Services, your trusted appraisal company. We utilize the latest technology and market insights to deliver accurate and timely property valuations. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious, John Ruddy Appraisal Services is your key to informed decisions. Contact us today at 570-344-6724 for a professional appraisal experience. John Ruddy Appraisal Services, where your property's worth is our top priority.
I don't need an appraisal. I'm just going to get me one of them Zestimates.
Yeah. Zestimates are a little dangerous.
Yeah, do you think?
Yeah. They're either really high or really low. And there's nothing like somebody going in, a professional, a licensed professional, and seeing the interior of the home.
Absolutely.
Cannot rely on those automated valuation systems.
Got that right.
Okay, we'll be back in just a few moments with more Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate on 94.3 The Talker. In your past real estate experiences, did you find most agents were mediocre? At Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate, we defy mediocrity by being relentless. Don't settle for average. Contact the Relentless at Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate. We have an excellent track record of serving the community for 50 plus years. Call 570-344-6724 or visit jruddy.com. That's jruddy.com. We are back with more Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker and owner with Pat Devaney, my husband, co-host, fellow realtor.
And we're back.
With Brian Berger, partner of Berger's Moving Company, partners with Sandy. Also has Berger's Big Belly Deli, and Burgers Furniture and Mattress Company, all located on Main Ave in Dixon City.
That's right, 1330 Main Ave, Dixon City.
All right.
So you got half of Dixon City.
I got half, yes.
Half of Dixon City.
All right. So, first half of the show, to avoid moving woes, we talked about, there are some shady movers out there. You have to do research if you're looking to get a professional mover, not to fall, victim to that kind of stuff. Also, people fail to schedule their move well in advance. So as soon as you know when you're moving, you want to get a hold of that professional moving company,
That's correct.
Burgers Moving Company, and book it. And sometimes people ignore the need to pack ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or they pack too much stuff. Did you ever run into that?
Well, yeah, there's, especially when they're telling you that there's this 10 things and then you walk in and you have 20 things, it makes it a little bit more difficult and more time consuming.
Nearly 40% of people said moving is more stressful than a breakup.
Oh, I
believe
hate
it.
moving. I hate moving.
I'm not a fan.
So if there's any way to make it a little easier, I would say try to do that and give yourself some timing and call Burgers Moving
That's
Company.
Right. It's all about the prep. Prep makes everything work a lot better and smoother. So,
There's somebody in the family who's probably going to be moving in the next couple of years. And I was thinking,
is it you?
no, maybe. And I was thinking, well, what we're going to need for this move is a big dumpster.
Yep.
Let's just throw stuff out.
Yeah, you shouldn't bring things from one house to another just to throw it away. That's for sure.
No.
Yeah, lack of planning, I think, would cause a lot of stress. Do you start with the hardest room first or the easiest room first? What do you tackle first?
Normally, we go after the biggest things first.
Biggest things.
We start with the sofa and we put that all the way in the back of the truck. And then we as we come out, things get smaller.
Do you focus one room at a time?
It depends because it's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle, because you got to put things where they go, where they fit. So you might have a sofa, and we might actually have two sofas, and you cap them, and maybe we put a dresser on top of that, or mirrors. We lay flat, and we got to find a nice, safe spot for it.
Mm-hmm.
I hear horror stories of people moving where they put things like you say, pack it on one truck, and then that truck doesn't show up at their house. It gets transferred from that truck to another truck to finally getting to the final destination.
Right. It's like airline luggage, right?
Oh, that's terrible. But any horror stories?
Oh, there's some horror stories. So, we've heard countless times of people moving out of state, in state, whatever, where the movers would load the truck and then they'll get to your house, but they'll demand more money before they empty it, which is heartbreaking, obviously. And then you're stuck. How are you gonna get this furniture out?
Oh my God!
So you definitely want to do some research before you.
Yeah, because I hear horror stories about shaky and crooked movers.
Absolutely.
Of the 67% who hired professional movers to do the job, 86% said it was worth the value. 36% said the most stressful part of moving was the arranging and scheduling the move. Only 20% cited the cost as a stressor, while 19% said it's the post-move unpacking.
Oh, yeah, that's terrible, too.
That is the worst. Packing and unpacking is always the worst.
Yeah, that's bad. Brian Berger, partner of Burgers Moving Company, partner with Sandy, also owners of Burgers Big Belly Deli and Burgers Furniture and Mattress. How does someone get in touch with you, please?
You can call 570-489-5168. We're also burgersfurnitureandmattress.com, burgersmoving.com, and we're on Facebook at the same names.
Thank you, Brian.
And Burgers Furniture, you're the only place in the area that sells double-sided mattresses?
We are the only ones that sell double-sided mattresses. They're in Connecticut now. They used to be made in Pennsylvania, but dealers tend not to like selling double-sided mattresses because it lasts too long. They want your money.
They want a repeat customer.
Right.
How long does a good mattress last?
Well, our mattresses are 10-year warranty with non-prorated. So A double-sided mattress, you could get a good 15 years out of it without any issues. Those single-sided mattress, though, I mean, especially if you're husband and wife, all you can do is spin them. So you're laying in his spot, and she's laying, back and forth, and you just keep making the dip worse.
The dip. That's it. The little valley.
The little valley.
The rut, yeah.
With a double-sided mattress, you can, you flip it, and if there is a dip, the weight of it will actually auto-correct it.
Yeah, sure.
So that's why you get a double life out of it.
So how often should you flip?
Every quarter, at least, you should spin it.
Not once a year? I would think it's once a year.
No. You want to...
More often, huh?
Yeah, more often, yep. You should spin it probably once a quarter and then another flip in a month and a half after that,
We have those mattresses with the remote controls, and the mattress, one side comes up, the other side comes up.
And they're going to last as long as you take care of them. It's like people ask about a sofa. Is this good sofa? I said, well, if you're jumping up and down on it, there's no such thing as a heavy duty sofa for jumping.
Right.
For jumping, yeah.
Well, my mattresses you can jump on.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you, Brian.
We bought a nice Lazy Boy recliner for the house. Beautiful leather, everything. The dog took it over. Came the dog, saw the blanket for the dog. That was Little Cracker's chair.
We live with our pets, not the other way around.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Pat?
We have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home at 710 West Grant Street in Blakely for $169,000. This 1,600-square-foot home sits on a 32 by 130 lot. This home features high ceilings, a large eat-in kitchen, newer windows, a freshly painted exterior, and off-street parking, all in the Valley View School District. That's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home at 710 West Grant Street in Blakely for $169,000, and that's listed by Gail Lewis of our office.
Okay, we have properties that are needed for pre-approved buyers. Kimberly Pazanti's looking in Moscow and Dunmore for her buyer. Any style of home would do, 3 or more bedrooms. Actually, this is a cash buyer, better than pre-approved. They are cash up to $475,000. Connie Seagraves is looking in the Abington Heights area. Any style of home will do. 4 to 5 bedrooms is needed. Bathrooms 2 to 3. Built since 2000. Pre-approved up to $500,000. If you have a property that fits these descriptions, please give us a call because we just might have your buyer ready and able. Okay, I have some statistics. You ready?
Statistics. I'm ready. Hit me.
Greater Scranton Board of Realtors MLS statistics for the last 30 days in Lackawanna, Luzerne, Monroe, Pike, Wayne, and Wyoming for residential properties. Median sales price for 2 bedrooms or less, $177,500. For 3 bedrooms, median sales price is $165,900. And for 4 or more bedrooms, the median sales price is $259,500. How did people pay for these homes?
25% cash.
33% cash.
All right, that was close.
47% conventional.
Wow.
12% FHA. 3.5% other, 2.5% PHFA, and 2% VA.
Remember 10 years ago, FHA would probably like 38-40%. Mm-hmm. It's really turned around.
Yes, it has. Now, talking about the country, what's happening? All cash sales made up 33% of transactions. 1/3. So we locally are in line with what's happening in the country. So that was up from 32% in January and up from 28% a year ago. How's that for you? You know, why cash is occurring so frequently is because there are multiple offer situations. And to make an offer appeal the best to a homeowner and seller is to make it cash.
Right. There's lots of problems with financing.
Too much red tape, too much what if. People want to know that they're going to be selling.
Right.
And, cash is usually
king.
Usually, right?
Yep.
It's time to wrap up another enlightening episode of the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate. Be sure to tune in next Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m. on 94.3 The Talker.